young age rebelling against being Chinese. My parents forcing me to go to Chinese school and not paying attention, to the point now where I'm a bit embarrassed that I can barely speak Chinese, that my general manager, a redhead here, is more Chinese than I am, and speaks Chinese fluently. For me, it was a little bit too late, but when you were with IAG, you got the opportunity to set up their China practice or enter the China market.
Yeah, so, I mean, you take the opportunities when they come. It was sort of like IAG wanted to go to China, so they looked around for the most Chinese-looking guy, and they went, "Oh, you look Chinese. Why don't you go up to China?" Which was fine. It was an opportunity. So I went up there, and we tried to replicate the NRMA strategy. So we bought the NRMA of China, which was called China Automobile Association, and the thinking was that through that customer relationship, from helping somebody when they break down, we could then cross-sell insurance. It was a disaster. It didn't work at all. It was very difficult to cross-sell insurance and to sell the whole road service thing, because the Chinese went, "Why am I going to pay you, 300 RMB a year to come and help you when I break down? Because when I break down, I'll just call one of my friends, and then they'll come and they'll call it." So the mentality was just very different, and we didn't understand the market. But we also negotiated, and we actually signed to buy a quarter of the second biggest Chinese insurance company at the time, called China Pacific. Now, this was in 2004, and this was pre-IPO. I don't know if you guys have followed it. This was, at the time, this was just as the Chinese economy was going ballistic, and there were very few national franchises, and these things were tremendously valuable at the time. It was just when a lot of these national Chinese franchises were beginning to get big and beginning to access the capital markets. So IAG at the time, we valued this company at about 1.6 billion. Incredibly, thinking about it now, and we had a stake value of about 400 million, and this was pre-IPO, before China Pacific IPO. If we had managed to make that stick, after we signed the deal, we lost it, and they decided, the Chinese company decided to renege on the contract. And this came as a huge shock. I mean, the board of IAG were like, "Right, we've got to sue them." And we're trying to explain that you can't sue them, because you'd be suing the Shanghai government. It's not going to work, And so there were all these politics around it, and just the journey of an Australian company learning to do business in China. But it was a tremendous shame, because had we got that stake would have been worth at least 10 times now what it was.
Yeah. So it was definitely a learning experience in China, and I think one of the other things that you learn, other than how to speak Chinese, was just how to do business in China. Whereas to the extent you now have your own businesses that help companies do business in China better, and you have a lot of your business focus on that relationship with China now.
Yeah, there's so much that at the time, even during IAG's time, we tried to take things from Australia and put them into the market, and some of them didn't work, but some of them were hugely impactful. Like, a lot of the NRMA advocacy stuff around road safety, like crash testing. We took a lot of that into the Chinese market around the mid-2000s. Like, I don't know how many you've seen in not just China but in Asia, like the driving habits, right? So you've got no seatbelts, you've got little babies in the front seat with their heads really close to the airbags. You've got these things that just from a developing country you see all the time. So one of the things we did was really interesting. We took a lot of the NRMA advocacy stuff and we ran demonstrations. We put it out in the media. So we had this experiment where we put a watermelon next to an airbag, and we exploded the airbag, and the watermelon just sort of disintegrated. And we invited all the Chinese media to film it, and it had a really big impact up there. But now, there's still a lot of things, and we spend a lot of our time and a lot of our business efforts now taking sort of interesting things from Australia and working out how to find niches in the Chinese market for these things. A lot of what